I am between the 10.00 and 11.00 month mark for attending movies exclusively at one movie theater, Regal Cinebarre Mountlake. And so I was like, man, maybe it's a good time to. How has that been? Because it's not it's not something I've really done up to this point in my life. There's certainly been theaters that I've been a regular at and have made a concentrated effort to attend. But the exclusively one theater is a little bit of self-experimentation. And it wasn't even, if you've been following my journey, that there were Kiss of the Spider Woman, you know, I wanted to see it in theaters, and it was at Regal Cinebarre Mountlake for like 1 week, and I missed it. And so I did actually look at other theaters. So it wasn't, it's a long way of going. It's the closest chain movie theater to where I have lived over this period of time. And so it's a proximity thing, and it's a little bit of a different theater. So this is on attending movies at Regal Cinebarre Mountlake exclusively 3 July 2025 AD to present. It's Saturday, 16 May 2026. And here I, Tanis, she, her, hers of Seattle, reflect on attending movies at Regal Cinebarre Mountlake exclusively 3 July 2025 AD to present. I started attending movies at the locality before it became Regal Cinebarre Mountlake, back when the locality had a theater, Mountlake 9. I have talked about Mountlake 9 before. And so that one, I think it was like a non-chain, and then it became a chain in 2009. So it's Regal Cinemas chain, which I attended a number of Regal movie theaters when I lived in California, especially, and I have a collectible ticket from Valerian and the City of 1,000 Planets, and that was through Regal Cinemas. And so it's really, it's been really attending movies in theater at a single location, and I like the location. It has some local businesses that have allowed me to kind of actually introduce variation in how I see a movie, including my YouTube production. So a YouTube channel recap there, in the sense of I can order food and beverage through the Cinebarre. So it's a Cinebarre, so there's a bar and there's alcoholic beverages. It's age gated, 21 years of age or higher. I do get carded. The ticket booth producing identification is required. So some people, like I was saying, some movies don't make it because they're like a personal designation. I'm not speaking for the theater, right? It might be too family friendly for a Cinebarre. I have seen like Hoppers and Zootopia 2 and Tron Ares, but those are like not like there are other movies that I'll see that'll be out and they'll be somewhere else, but they won't be at the Cinebarre. And I was like, so there's the 21 and older, but there's also alcohol, right? So like if a certain group is known for not consuming alcohol or being very family inclusive, like I'll look in the movie might not be playing at the Cinebarre, and I'll be like, Right, this is just the kind of the basic business model. Perhaps like it doesn't appeal to the corresponding who can even like be let in. All right, and so it's been an experience. I enjoy it. I've eaten a number of the items on the menu. I have not eaten the whole menu, and I don't have a I have to eat the whole menu approach. I found items I've liked. I have like one pizza left. I have stuff like that. I finished the milkshake section, but there's also a boozy shake section. So that kind of stuff. As for, I've attended like over 50 movie showings at the movie theater, Regal Cinebarre Mountlake, and it all started with my snack movie showing one of a box of Junior Mints, which is not even on the menu now. The second food item I got, the cheese curds are though, and they were big cheese curds with marinara sauce, and they're good. And it's a place where I now have an unlimited pass, so I can go, and it's a monthly rate, and I get unlimited movies. I'm gonna go with so to speak. Okay. And if none other than like transportation and scheduling, right? If two showings are at noon, then I can only attend one. I'm only one person. Okay, so there's that, you know, kind of thing. And so I've been enjoying that and getting to kind of be like, some of the movies I really like, and there's like, I could view it on DVD, and I'm like, viewing it on a 13-inch laptop screen is not quite the same as seeing it on a big screen in a theater. So I thought it would be really painful repeating a movie in theaters. Like saw a 2026 film Wuthering Heights 10 times, and it's not, which is like I self-predicted that correctly. I was like, I self-predict, you know, like last decade, I was living in Albany, California in 2010's decade, and I was like, I self-predict that I could actually watch a movie. I don't know how many times, but like, I also don't have a limit in mind. And so I've pleasantly self-predicted myself, and that's true. I think partially it's availability, and it's enjoyable. And with an unlimited pass, it's feasible and the ticket, if nothing else. And there's nearby businesses, so I can go get, you know, a box of Pop-Tarts and make it stretch and go see my movies, you know, kind of thing. And then the last thing is, there's like, they have big buckets of popcorn, and I want to get popcorn, and I have sensitive teeth, but I also am like, I enjoy eating the whole thing, and I enjoy the menu, and I really love milkshakes. I've always really loved milkshakes. I've been an oddball in my family because of that. And so I settled on a Cinebarre popcorn? Like, is popcorn for me and kind of my eating habits and like what I really like, the right like popcorn for the Cinebarre? And so I'm back to the milkshakes. Which earlier today said I've eaten 6 out of 6 flavors on the milkshake menu. And now that I've had one of each, I was like, I like a milkshake. It's not too different of a price point from the popcorn, and I can eat the whole thing. You know, it might be like, I'll throw them all in the bucket of 1,000 to 2,000 calories for a milkshake, so I'm like, yeah, it's popcorn. Like, popcorn's supposed to be like that much calories, you know, kind of thing. And it's my taste, and I like it, and they're all good. So I do like the milkshake, and it's kind of like they're hand spun, so it makes effective use of the Cinebarre component of the theater. So I'm thinking about that one out at Critter Mealtime today. It's Saturday, 16 May 2026 AD. Stubbsy Norris, my Lando Norris and my girl, wanted to put her idea for me. She communicated it very clearly, actually. She's like, this year, 2026 year, earlier in the year, I awarded best menu item beverage to the mint milkshake. And she's like, why don't you try the mint milkshake? They go with the best menu item, the Tanis award for best menu item beverage, and go with that one. Why don't you try that one? I was like, okay. I'd been thinking about the vanilla milkshake because like the flavor might be more available, but I don't actually know, because they have like vanilla with the lava cake on the food menu. So like, maybe I was like, well, then maybe, you know, there's like, go with Stubbsy and go with mint, and I could try both. Right, I've done all 6, now I repeat those 2 or something. Yeah, but like, get rid of the fears, right? If there were no popcorn, well, then there's 5 other milkshake options, right? Kind of thing, right? It's just, except, you know, if they run out of popcorn, Tanis's Cinebarre version of popcorn, they run out of it. Okay. So I'm working on that. I was like, the squirrel, she's a western gray squirrel, a Native American species. She's communicating to this human western gray squirrel, Duwamish, and Regal Cinebarre Mountlake is in Duwamish territory, Native American original peoples in Duwamish, okay, kind of thing. Maybe. And then consuming more than one of a flavor does not change the 6 of 6 flavor count. Yeah, so for those of you, like, if you eat, since I've eaten everything, all of the flavors once, if I eat another flavor, does it change the count? No, it stays 6 of 6. That doesn't change. However, if there was a seasonal milkshake, such as a pumpkin milkshake, that I consumed as well, it would have been counted 7 out of 6. So, like, yeah, watch out for seasonal items, and that's kind of like in eating menus in general for me. That's in thinking about this now, it's like, maybe that's something that could apply more generally as well. Is there's the fixed menu, and then the seasonal items count them as like above that because they're not there all the time. Extra effort was needed to attain that kind of thing. So there we go. That's on attending movies at Regal Cinebarre Mountlake exclusively, 3 July 2025 AD to present.